Hey, what's going on, TSG? It's been a little while since I've uploaded to the channel, but every time I do, I always do enjoy it. With that being said, thank you to Thunder for allowing me to post. And with that being said, I want to dive right into the topic. I want to make this short and sweet. So the first order of business, what I want to talk about is great streaks equal great Call of Duty games. Honestly, the one thing that sets Call of Duty apart from many other games out there is the fun factor. The fun factor being the great streaks. And I don't know if you guys think this is a coincidence or not, but some of the most popular games out there have had the best streaks in the game. And by great streaks, I mean streaks that are not impossible to get and actually put in work. Like your streaks actually work for you and help you get more kills. You know, I know Treyarch really hasn't had a problem with this as much. So I'm not too worried about Treyarch games, but I'm worried about some of the other development studios and you know, other games that have made these recent Call of Duties where they've been subpar, man. To be honest, they haven't been that fun. Partly because of the streaks, they've been lackluster. I've noticed that whenever I have gotten into a new Call of Duty game that has great streaks, I for the most part enjoy it. You know, and that's what makes some of these games that you're seeing on your screen, especially Black Ops 1, man. It doesn't get any better than the Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, and Dogs. Like, that's just a great combination. Just great streaks make the game fun. That's the fun factor. I mean, there are obviously other factors that make Call of Duty fun, but at the top of the list, it has to be the great streaks. Another thing that I want to talk about really quickly is the most important button that you can press on YouTube. Can you guys think of what it is? No, it's not the subscribe button. Honestly, a lot of people probably think it is a subscribe button, but to me, it's reply. Probably thinking, reply? Why would that be important? Well, allow me to elaborate. To me, reply is so important because, and let me put it this way, as a smaller YouTuber, every single subscription that I get is something that you hold dear. You know, for those of you guys who are smaller YouTubers, you know that every single subscription is something that you hold on to really, you know, closely, right? Because we don't get them very often. We don't get them, you know, in large numbers. We don't get them sometimes every day. So anytime we get a subscription, we get super excited, right? It's normal, right? We enjoy that. That's what we enjoy about YouTube as well. But another thing beyond that even, and it's not even always about that, it's just the interaction, the feedback. People want to be heard. People want to, you know, have their comments replied to. You know, people want a response. It's as simple as that. And when they see that this particular channel, this particular YouTube is actually responding to a comment that they put down, it kind of surprises them. It catches them off guard. I know I felt that a couple of times where I will comment. I'm not really expecting somebody to respond, but when they do, I'm kind of like, whoa, like this guy actually responded to me. Like, that's really cool, you know? And you don't think of it as something very difficult to do. Like, it's not that difficult to do, but for some reason, it makes a huge difference. And honestly, I can't tell you enough. There have been a lot of times where people have commented on some of my older videos, and I've replied to them. And I'm sure they're probably thinking that, you know, this particular channel or YouTuber won't reply to them. But when I do, they end up more than likely, and I've had a pretty high success rate of them subscribing to me, and they'll let me know that. They'll tell me that, oh, I've subscribed to you. And I'm thinking in my head, when all I did was just simply reply that, why? You know, all I did was just reply to you. I didn't really, you know, make that huge of an impact, but apparently it really is. It does play a huge impact on people. People love to get responses. When they comment down below and they get a response, it shows people that this person is somebody who actually thinks my comment is important enough to reply, and they feel this kind of connection. They feel like this person actually cares enough to reply to me, and that's gonna make me feel important. So I want to be a part of this channel. They want to be included in this whole feedback process. And honestly, that's the most fun thing about YouTube. To me, it's the feedback more than anything else. It's the feedback that you get. You know, if you just put up a video and you don't get any feedback, you don't get any comments, you're kind of bummed. Even though if you make a great product, you get a lot of views, but if you don't get any comments, that's kind of what bums you out. But when you get comments, when you get feedback, that's what lights up your day. That's what makes your day. And again, for the people who are in the comment section, like myself, I've commented on numerous videos. When I get a response, I get happy. Like, it releases some sort of endorphins, and it's really hard to explain, but it makes you feel good. So I think that's why the reply button is one of the most important, especially with YouTube being a social media platform. I mean, that's what people do in social media. They talk. I think it's just important to hold to a higher standard. You know, the reply button is very important, and I don't think a lot of people recognize it for being as important as it needs to be. So that's just something that I kind of observed from my time on YouTube, and I really think that it is one of the most important buttons that you can press on YouTube. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening to me. Thank you to Thunder again for uploading me to the channel. Always appreciate you, brother. And for those of you guys who would like to check me out, I upload Call of Duty, and I've also recently been playing a crazy game where people are loaded up in a party bus, like 100 of them. They're dropped off. First of all, I don't even know how they're all fitting in a party bus with 100 people like that. But that's besides the point. It's a video game, right? And they get dropped off on a random island, and they start killing each other till only one is left. And it's wildly popular right now. Crazy. Of course, I'm talking about Fortnite, if you guys haven't caught on to that. But yeah, I've been playing that a lot and have been uploading it as well. So if you're interested in any of that and Call of Duty, obviously, then come over and check me out. Feel free to do so. And with that being said, thank you guys again. This is GCP, and I am signing off.